Hello, this is Jennifer Martinez. In this video, we're going to find the equation of this graph, equation of secant graphs or cosecant graphs. Which one is it? Let's find out. First, let's remind ourselves what the graph of secant looks like. So secant of x, if you remember, is 1 over cosine of x. So if I wanted a small little graph of this, I know that cosine looks something like this. There's asymptotes at the spot where places are 0. So the graph of secant, let's do it in red, is the graph in red. So you can actually then erase the black, and that is the graph of secant. But we use the cosine to find it. What is the graph of cosecant of x? Well, that one is 1 over sine of x. So first, to get this graph, we should put x and y here. X and y. We graph sine. That's the graph of sine, and we know that there's an asymptote everywhere that the graph is 0. And again, I'll do it in red. That is the graph of cosecant. And again, we can erase the black. And what's left is the red. So what does this look closest to? Well, because here is the y-axis, and it's really the asymptote is on the y-axis, to me it looks like the cosecant. So that's our first goal. Okay. So now we got to figure out what the period is. Right, the b. So now we know it's going to be y equals, let's just write over here, going to be some a cosecant of bx plus c. We're going to use this one. Okay, so let's do the b next. If you notice, one full cycle, because they went positive and negative, is 2 pi. So, right, the full cycle, which is, by the way, a full cycle of normal sine. So we know that the period is 2 pi over b, which is 2 pi. So that tells us the b is 1. b is 1. Okay. The b is 1. The a is how much the cosine is split. So right here, this goes from -3 to -5, right? And again, if you can see here, this would be where the middle spot is. That's 0. That would be the 1. That's a asymptote, so that is 0. It looks like that. -1. It's just on the negative axis, but that really is our sine, isn't it? Okay, so it looks like the asymptote, the a is just 1 as well, because it goes from -4 to -5 is the amplitude. But we are shifting, aren't we? How much are we shifting? That would be the c. We're shifting how much? Well, the normal sine starts at 0. And we're shifting 1, 2, 3 down. So -3. So the graph would be y equals a, which is 1, cosecant of 1x minus 3. That would be the graph. Let's rewrite that as y equals cosecant of x minus 3, which would be the answer of the equation of that graph. If you wanted to test this out to see if works with the graph, let's go to second quit, and you wanted to check it out on your calculator, you would click on y equals, the y equals button. And then you would type in, well, you can't type in cosecant. There's no cosecant here. So you remember that cosecant is 1 over sine. So you type in 1 divided by sine of x. The x is next to this alpha key here. And then I'm going to subtract minus 3. Then we want to get the same window that you have here. So you want to click on the window button right next to the y equals up on top here. And then I'm going to go, I want to see the same exact screen, so I'm going to go to negative pi, negative, and go to second exponent right under this the clear button to get the pi. And then I'll go down and type in a pi. I'll clear that. Type in a pi. That's where the x is going, negative pi to pi. And it looks like we're every pi over 2. So I'll clear this and put a pi divided by 2. The y, it looks like it's going from negative 10 to 10. So we'll type in a negative 10. And we'll type in a 10 there. And it's every 2 is the scale. Every 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So if I go to graph, which is the top right button, let's see if we get that shape. Close enough. That is, you can see the shape of cosecant of x minus 3 is that original graph. We take all the lines away, put that back. Hope that helps.